Good morning. It is January, it is cold, and a new bike has joined the Overland test fleet. It is the Fantic 500 Caballero Scrambler, and it is a beautiful thing. Now, this time of year, bike magazines generally don't take bikes for test. Why would they? The weather is appalling. Overland magazine is different because you could be travelling anywhere in the world and the weather could happen to you anywhere. So we've decided to go to Ireland. Now, yes, there are storms forecast, but that's not going to get in the way. So, just feast your eyes on this bike for a minute. Now, it is designed as an uber cool street scrambler, something probably more used to sitting outside a cafe. But it does have a 19-inch front, 17-inch rear. It does have that very grunty over square 450 engine, single cylinder water cooled, but it has a lustiness about it. It pulls like a train. We'll see what it's like in daily use, of course, when it's all luggaged up. But the lights are LED and very useful. The tank is small. That was never in the design brief, of course, but I'm going to see exactly what kind of range we get out of it. Those beautiful pipes are, of course, a little bit annoying if you're trying to put soft luggage on, or hard luggage. But God, it looks nice. Anyway, we're going to go to Ireland. We're going to test it. We'll see exactly what this thing is like. I've reached Holyhead, and if you look behind me you can see the lovely Fantic. You can probably also see that there's a hireling gale blowing. So, luckily for me, the boat is delayed. Not luckily for the people that are still on it. It's been out in the bay for quite a few hours because it cannot dock. Still, journey up the A5 was lovely. The little Fantic is great, even though it's pouring with rain. It really comes alive on those twisted little roads. Excuse the noise, it's because the doors here are being blown open. Because, yeah, it's a Force 9 or something ludicrous like that. Anyway, I'll get to Ireland sometime. I'm on board the phenomenal, brand new Irish Ferries WB Yates. Look at the inside of this boat. Shiny, 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 shiny. Lovely brand new boat. It's done only a year. There's the Fantic. This boat's only done a year. We're about 5 hours delayed because of this terrible weather. But what I'm hoping is that because it's brand new, they're not going to sink it. So, happy crossing all round. Welcome to Ireland. I'm looking into the sun. Don't hear that often in Ireland. 15th of January 2020, 15 days before Brexit. And, depending on the wind, what you're going to hear when I say this, if you look behind me there, that's Northern Ireland. Look behind me over here, that's the Republic of Ireland. Behind me again, you see the very sexy little Fantic 500 Caballero that brought me here. Now, in 15 days' time, come for a walk with me. In 15 days' time, we will be exiting Europe. And as you can see, this isn't the most secure of all border crossings. That wee hedge, well, I don't know, can you see it behind me now? There's a wee hedge there. That's the border. Maybe you can see it better that way. The wee line of bushes just there. That's the border. Yeah, well, I don't know. Fortress UK. It's going to be an interesting thing if we do get a hard border. How are they going to stop thousands and thousands and thousands of these wee roads? Anyway, you should come here sometime. I'm just outside Balleek, near Ballyshannon, and I am right on the border, the most westerly point, a wee place called Tunneray. And you should come and see it sometime, especially if you're going all around the UK. Welcome aboard WB Yates, Irish Ferries' newest boat, named after one of Ireland's literary greats, and of course went to the same school as me and Oscar Wilde. Anyway, look inside. It is January, very early January. There's not many people here, but look at this place. This is one of the bars. It looks just like one. Look at that fireplace behind me. Absolutely sumptuous, lovely. Brasseries downstairs, pizzerias, cinemas, club class lounge. Sadly, what I can see out the window now that the sun is coming up is lots of big waves. It is blowing a howling gale. I crossed the other day in a force 9. I don't know what's going to happen today. Let's hope we can dock when we get to Holyhead and we're not left bobbing around on the sea. But having said that, did have the stabilisers out on the journey over, and it was sort of stable. So anyway. And I am back from Ireland on the little Fantic 500 Scrambler. Now, how did it do? It's never designed as a proper touring bike, it's far too cool for that, but we think that any bike that you ride can go wherever you want it to go. So took it to Ireland, we've now put 1600 miles on it, and thus far it has acquitted itself very well. That seat, for example, is so much more comfortable than it looks. Very, very happy for 4 or 5 hours in the saddle. The only mitigating thing is the fuel tank range. Now again, it's not a bike designed for monstrous touring, so the 12 litres, fair enough, it's only got 12 litres, and managing 63, 64 miles to the gallon means the range isn't massive. But the seat to foot peg positioning is good, the handlebars are just lovely, the bike is so light, so easy to ride, whether you are pootering along feet up at 2 miles an hour or deciding you want to do a gravel track. I did some of those. I did some beach riding, seems to be standing up to it very well indeed. What can I say about the bike? The brakes are great, progressive, suspension is taut, it's simple, it's not adjustable at the front, it is at the rear, but only for rebound and for spring preload. Fueling is crisp. This particular test bike does tick over pretty quickly, but there's no jerkiness in any of the fueling. The lights are really good. It's funny, the LED light at the front actually, because it has a white light which kind of gets a little bit lost when you are in a lot of other lights, so headlights or street lights in the way. But when you're out on the open road, when you're out in the darkness, it really is great, full beam or dip. Anyway, full review is coming in the next issue of Overland magazine, on sale the end of February.